Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a game one, or actually a little bit of a bonus game here. Hold on, let me see if I can actually get the replay started. There we go. A bonus game here between Xiokia and Th000 here on Death Trap. This is going to be human versus undead, but I am not alone today. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, this is Huney. I'm guest commentating today. WarCraft 3 actually is one of my more preferred real-time strategy games, just because the animation is that much better.
You think the animation is better in WarCraft 3?
Well, it has more colors, it's a little bit more cartoonish. I like the pandas, and because the characters look more unique, it's easier for me to tell what's happening.
Alright, so why don't you go ahead and explain why you're casting with me today?
Well, one of your fans, Leo Chen, he sent you a little gift from Afghanistan, and he basically thanked you for helping him with his homesickness and asked if I could co-cast with you on one of these WarCraft 3 games. So thank you, Leo, for the gift, and here I am casting with Crota.
Alright, so Leo, you heard it. This is definitely your shout-out cast. So far, Kai pretty much opening up with a pretty standard build. It looks like it will be a Death Knight being trained. Meanwhile, we'll see what Th000's opening up. Th000 actually opening up with a Mountain King instead of an Archmage. I would actually normally ask my co-caster what she thinks, but what do you think about the Mountain King as opposed to the Archmage?
He's a very strong dwarf.
All right, so he's a strong dwarf that throws storm bolts, and right now we are going to see an acolyte come, or actually not an acolyte, a ghoul now come around trying to do a bit of scouting. Now there are 4 spawning locations here, 1 in each corner, and this is going to be the maximum walking distance, full cross spawns here on the map.
God, that ghoul looks awful.
I thought you liked the animation in WarCraft 3.
I know, he just looks really awful. That's a really good job animating, guys. Good job.
All right, so even though the game is a little bit dated, it still looks great.
Is that a soldier?
Yeah, that's a footman. So a footman right now trying to chase up to that ghoul. The ghoul is not going to regenerate any hit points since he's not on blight. But we are just going to see some now militia creeping coming in from the Mountain King, trying to take down that Geomancer first. Geomancer is going to get surrounded by some footmen. Meanwhile, the other Geomancer are going to get surrounded by some militia here. Going to be some easy takeout of a 5-3-3 creep camp. Not going to give level 2 on that Mountain King though.
Did you just say the ghoul doesn't regen unless he's on
blight? Yeah.
I didn't know that. I guess it makes sense. I mean, zombies don't regenerate skin. They just keep, you know,
they keep
rotting.
Well, then that means that they would be actually taking damage when they're off of blight.
Is this a harass?
No, right now the ghoul's just trying to poke around a little bit. He may actually get some damage here, but the foot militia almost got a good surround there as the Death Knight now coming in with a wand of necromancy, or rod of necromancy, and it looks to put some pressure with skeletal minions. We are going to get a new farm built off over here, but the militia now needs to pull back away. Arcane Tower not yet quite up, and these skeletal minions are going to be coming in for and harass that one militia, now very low on hit points, and I believe there was a death coil to save a low hit point ghoul as we see another fight going around. Meanwhile, the Mountain King is actually creeping away, now has a claws of attack +6. Gonna pick up a gloves of haste, a very nice item here. So this harassment needs to do a lot of damage, but it hasn't really done anything yet. Once again, the Death Knight, he doesn't like a pig, decides to kill it.
Why did he kill the pig? What a waste of a little action right there.
Well, actually, the reason why is the rod of necromancy can only resurrect things that are dead. So by killing the pig, he can then animate the bones of the pig to turn into 2 low skeletons and try to attack.
Oh.
So there was a reason for that madness. As you saw, the little skeleton did get the kill there. And how did that skeleton bleed? Like, I saw a little bleeding animation on the skeleton, so not quite sure what that is about.
Let's not be too realistic about this. I mean, we got undead here.
All right, okay, so...
Now, tell me, why didn't the human player put farms to protect, you know, some of his more important buildings, like the Altar of the Kings and the... Is that the Altar?
Yeah, Altar of Kings. Well, the reason why you don't have farms or other buildings to protect them is, one, if you surround your building in farms, then the hero actually gets stuck. Also, early in the game, those buildings are pretty much very well protected. In WarCraft 3, as opposed to StarCraft 2, the buildings are much more durable.
Hey, why don't they, like, try harassing the Death Knight? Well,
no real reason to do it right now. You can see that the skeletal minions are coming in, and...
Well, the Death Knight sure wants a piece of them.
Yeah, the Death Knight wants to get in some easy shots, and... Yum, 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 yum.
Nibble,
All right,
make
well,
some more zombies.
yeah, make some more zombies. I think he used another charge. Also, the ghouls also have the backpack upgrade. So if you guys didn't catch that, one of the ghouls actually brought over a new rod of necromancy. And all Kai's really doing right now is he's trying to stop the Mountain King from really doing any leveling. You can see that he's already upgrading to Halls of the Dead. It will be a quick tech to tier 3. And all he really wants to do is just cause a lot of harassment and not allow this Mountain King to get to level, I would say normally level 3, even though we see that it is a level 2 to level 1 right now advantage, and Samdan's almost at level 3. The Death Knight is still playing a very solid game and getting a quick kill there, but we are going to get a quick bash there. Skeletal minions causing a lot of harassment. We could see another Death Coil come in on that low hit point footman. Yeah, the Skeletal minion able to get it down there. So the Death Knight actually getting to level 2, Samdan getting to level 3. But now in a little bit of trouble, as we're going to see more militia being called over. Samdan's normal strategy is actually to stay at tier 1 and try to build an expansion, but he's getting harassed very heavily as the Death Knight's still battling up, but the Death Knight is now out of mana, so this is going to be a very difficult fight.
Oh, the footman died.
Yeah, the footmen tend to die when they're surrounded by...
What are these called? The spiders?
The spiders, the Crypt Fiends.
Crypt Fiends.
Yeah, so the Crypt Fiends, and they attack very slow, but they deal a lot of damage per attack. But the footmen do have Defend, and Defend lets them take reduced damage from piercing.
Here comes the Death Knight.
Oh,
Here comes the Death Knight.
Death Knight is just summoning skeletal minions, because these skeletal minions are pretty much free harassment, and they can get in a lot of damage and just a lot of exchanges here. But right now, all he's doing is feeding experience, but there's not actually that much experience to give off of a skeletal minion. That's why Kai can, or Shao Kai can really afford to do that. And it looks like he's still trying to creep out the rest of this creep camp.
Wow, he is one stubborn player. He's like, let me just creep. Let me just creep. I like to creep. I want to level up my Mountain King.
Yeah, Mountain King getting off a level 2 Stormbolt there. I believe 175 damage.
Come on,
long bolt.
Kill him,
but the Death Knight. Oh, a Crypt Fiend.
Come on, you can do it.
The Crypt Fiend's actually going to get in the way and do some brilliant pathing. Nothing like showing your dedication and devotion to the cause by putting your body in the way.
Look at my ass shake. Sorry, that's what the Crypt Fiend's saying, not me.
all right, so oh no, the Death Knight now down to 53 hit points, and there's the bash. A brilliant hit there by Samdan, and there you go, a very, very quick kill. Mountain King already halfway to level 3. The problem is he's still at tier 1, and he doesn't have an expansion. Oh, he does have an Arcane Vault now coming in, Staff of Teleportation coming over, and it is going to be a Scroll of the Beast, a very nice item for that Mountain King. Perhaps he's just going to simply sell it, as we're most likely going to be going into Destroyers soon. We are at Halls of the Dead. The Lich is out. And I'm waiting for the Death Knight to start its resurrection. We are going into some statues as well, and this is the time for Kai to do some creeping of his own.
I'm sorry, where's the Lich? What's the Lich?
The Lich. This guy's the Lich right there.
Oh, the scary butterfly. No, not a butterfly.
No,
it's a floating mage.
Yeah, he's a floating mage. He's a floating undead mage. All right, coming back over here, you're going to see the Crypt Fiends try to engage. The Crypt Fiends, you can see all the footmen have that little defend animation when their shields are up, but they do move a little bit slower.
Come on.
The footmen don't have to work.
Get him! Get him!
Okay, who are you cheering for? I heard you cheering for the Mountain King, and now you're cheering for the Undead.
It really doesn't matter. I cheer for whoever's chasing.
All right, so you're like, chase me, right? Is that it? All right, a true girl right there. Yeah, chase me. Oh, it's no fun. You're not chasing me anymore. All right, now we see an Essence of Blight now being placed down, and what this is going to do is going to allow the Crypt Fiends to actually regenerate hit points while they're attacking. You also see Frost Armor is down, and also an Obsidian statue. As a Town Hall is being built, it has light armor, so it takes extra damage from piercing. A nice Stormbolt there. Down goes a Crypt Fiend very easily, but the Mountain King does get slowed whenever it attacks something that has Frost Armor.
Is that the Lich?
No, that is an Obsidian statue. The Lich is right there. The little butterfly thing, you remember?
Sorry.
The little robe thing that looks kind of spiky. All right. Yeah, the Undead still battling it up here. The footmen are going in between defend. The Crypt Fiends really need to focus down either the Town Hall or get that Mountain King, as the Mountain King is regenerating hit points still. Obsidian's...
Just like in life, focus is very important.
Yes, focus. They're kind of...
Choose something, stick to it. Don't keep changing your plans.
All right, and now I feel like there should be like some after school special noise, like dun 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 dun. The more you know, type of thing. Yeah, focus is important.
Yes, focus is important. Stick to it, kids. Don't quit school.
I wonder if Focus is actually observing this game. Anyways, going back into this, Footmen now chasing their way in, and we are going to get into an attack here. Stormbolt on the Lich. Lich is currently at 352 hit points. Normally, a Death Knight does appear and will be able to Death Coil, and here he is with Unholy Aura as well. There's a bash and a quick surround. The Death Knight could be in a little bit of trouble there. Trying the Death Coil here. Is he going to be... Yeah, he's turning red now. The Footman does get taken down. There is the Scroll of Town Portal. He's invulnerable. He's invulnerable. Oh, okay, apparently Huney has not watched a game of WarCraft 3 in quite a while. Heroes,
it's been quite a few years. Sorry,
heroes normally have a Scroll of Town Portal, and when they have that, if they ever have, it's like a get out jail free card. It's like, you know what?
I know.
I'm gonna be invulnerable.
You can't hurt them. I get it.
All right. Well, you
I
don't.
can still be disappointed.
All right. So apparently, all mercy, or excuse me, sorry. No mercy at all, as Huney really wants to just see things die. Yeah, no mercy at all. Just die. Whoever can get killed. All right, we're gonna see some interesting play here. The meat wagon's actually clearing out forest and should be able to start lobbing into units here. We can see that there is also a sacrificial skull coming in, and obsidian statue still just regenerating hit points and getting in some additional blight. But here comes a flank, and now the Death Knight is a little bit of trouble. He's gonna get surrounded again, but no, the Footman, really not gonna be able to do much here, as the Death Knight does have a potion of healing. It's quaffed, and now level 3 on the Death Knight, but in comes another bolt here. This is not going to be good. You also see that there is frost armor, so the Death Knight has a lot of armor here and is going to be able to slip away as a lot of damage being dealt. Offensive ziggurats. We're seeing a tower rush now come in from Kai. No, it is taken down there. There was an arcane tower and a lot of guard towers off over here. One Crypt Fiend taking a lot more damage than it should be. Oh, Meat Wagon now starting to launch some corpses. Yeah, they're actually corpses.
Well, meat, corpses, same thing.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
That's what a vegetarian would say.
Alright. Crypt Fiends have feelings too. Alright, Skeletal Minions going after that Arcane Vault. It should get taken down, as we now see another Ziggurat coming back in. And that Mountain King getting a Stormbolt on the Acolyte. Very, very important to prevent the towers from going up, as it is focused down once more. But there is still fighting on Blight, and you can see that the Crypt Fiend is regenerating those hit points pretty easily here, as all of the Footmen are getting slowed whenever they try to attack. That's causing problems. And Samdan... Yeah. What do you mean slippery? No, it's getting slowed because of the frost armor.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the slimy thing on SC2.
No. And it's not. You don't get slowed by that either.
Well, I think it would be slippery. I mean, it's slime.
You'd think that. Okay, anyways, Footman and still...
Undead is doing a really good job harassing this. Is this the expansion?
Yeah, this is the expansion. You can see that there's not much in the main base. All of these peasants just trying to repair.
So that the towers can do some damage.
But you know what? Why would you purposely fight next to towers if they're going to hit you? Like, yeah, you know what? Kai should really fight next to those towers right now, so I could actually...
Tower action! I can't help it!
Alright, so... The Arcane Vault is about to fall. There it goes. So no more shopping for the Mountain King as he defends. That's going to be a bit of an issue here. You can see that the guard towers are upgraded, but the meat wagons really just launching those bodies and going to do a great job. Samdan is in trouble.
Griffins over or something.
The Griffins would just get fall to the Crypt Fiends, because the Crypt Fiends can web them down and then shoot them to death.
Wow, this expansion's done.
Yeah, the expansion is done.
Why did he put the tower so far back?
He wanted to be able to defend them, because if you put your tower...
he did a really good job defending.
Well... All right. Anyways, okay. So let's see what's going to be happening over here. The Mountain King is now getting at level 4. It's still trying to creep right now. Samdan just going, you know what? It's okay. He is now upgrading to keep. He is going into a Blood Mage, which means that he's going to be doing a mana battery strategy, hoping that the Mountain King at level 5 plus Banish will just instantly kill most of the armies out there. I believe a Banish and a level 3 Stormbolt instantly kills a Crypt Fiend. So yeah, just a lot of damage to be dealt there, as the Mountain King now trying to run around. He is getting closer to level 5. Blood Mage just pops out now. Arcane Vault about to pop out, and we could see some spell breakers as soon as that Arcane Vault is done.
What level is the Death Knight?
Death Knight sitting at level 3. The Lich is currently sitting at level 2.
Is the Lich another hero?
Yes, the Lich is another hero. So,
sorry guys, I didn't know that.
All right, so yeah, I'll point out that it is a hero. That's why you only see one Lich. If there's actually more than one Lich on the field, and that's actually kind of scary. Sorceress now being trained, and this is going to be a little bit of a weird move, as the Sorceress are going to fall very quickly to those Crypt Fiends. Militia now being called over, and Meat Wagons are actually stuck in the back. This is not a good place for them to be. The Crypt Fiends now need to try to make their way over. Down goes one Meat Wagon. The Meat Wagons are are the majority of the DPS in this, and we're going to see what's going to happen here. It is down to
There's
160 Siphon mana away from the Death Knight. Death Knight is losing a lot of mana there. The Blood Mage should be able to give back more to the Mountain King, and if the Mountain King is able to get off even more Storm Bolts, another Obsidian statue going to get taken down. Beautiful play so far coming in from Samdan, and Samdan does have a Talisman of Evasion, so a lot of missing, so unable to even focus it down, as the Lich now getting siphoned as well. The Lich out of mana, the Death Knight
suck your mana.
yeah, as the Blood Mage is just acting as that great mana battery. And now the Mountain King should be able... Oh, another Storm built onto the Lich. The Lich is now out of mana. Level 5 now on that Mountain King. And things are now going to be going very well for Samdan, as Samdan... Yeah, Samdan is in a very good position. You can see how much damage that Storm Bolt does. 375 even without Banish here, as the Footmen with Defend are able to absorb a lot of damage. Sorceress now getting slowed. Mountain King, there's another Storm Bolt taking down another Crypt Fiend. Level 2 on the Blood Mage, and now the Blood Mage could easily just simply Banish Bolt any unit on the field. Which one? The Blood Mage? Blood Mage is at 215 hit points, and there's a Banish Bolt. Lich down to 122 hit points. Is it gonna fall? Oh, looks like it may fall. Oh, is he gonna get away? Down to 7 hit points, and there it goes. There's another Storm Bolt. The Blood Mage is gonna follow down to 27 hit points, down to 4 hit points. Oh, he banishes himself so that he can't take damage. Beautifully done, as now the Priest does get taken down, and now more Siphon mana coming back in. The Mountain King looking for blood. Looks like he's not going to be able to hit the Crypt Fiend. As wow, that was a very close fight. That Blood Mage banishing himself. If you guys didn't know, while you're banished, you can only get hit by magical attacks, which meant the Death Knight and the Crypt Fiends couldn't attack that Blood Mage, even though he was only at 7 hit points.
I would think that the Death Knight should have some type of magical attack.
Yeah, but there's so much Siphon mana.
What's that on them right now? Some type of healing?
Yeah, that's a regeneration, a scroll of healing used across all of those units there. And it looks like Samdan is gonna be aggressive now with these militia.
He's been creeping around enough.
You against guys creeping around?
Yeah, I don't like creeps. Joking. Well, yeah, really, who would like a creep? But then again, who would want to admit that they're a creep?
Or that they're creeping.
Creeping.
All right.
Hey, isn't there a song about creeps?
You just got that play on. Okay. Anyways, Kai now currently sitting, or Xiokia now sitting at level 4, going to be able to clear this out rather easily. The Lich is already back out, sitting at level 2, almost at level 3. And if it does get to level 3,
creep.
Yeah.
It felt like Xiokia didn't do much creeping at all, and that might be, you know, he just tried to harass. Well, Samdan went around creeping.
Well, Samdan actually did try to set up this expansion here, and now it looks like Xiokia, if he actually sets up a base here, that's going to be a nice forward position, but Mountain King is coming in at level 5, Blood Mage sitting at level 2, and the Death Knight has superior tech. That's the reason why he has somewhat of an advantage. You can see, oh, he's still at Halls of the Dead. He's not at Black Citadel. A bit of a surprise there. No Orb of Corruption on that Lich, and that may be the problem. He does have Claws of Attack +6, as we're still seeing the with the Blood Mage still wandering around here, and they may be able to perhaps catch Xiokia out of position, but no, gonna catch actually a couple Footmen out of position here, as we're gonna see the Lich, no, without Boots of Speed, unable to catch up. I believe the Lich has, no, what is he doing? Oh, a quick Frost Armor on a Banish. The Death Knight very low on hit points. Siphon mana now away. The Mountain King may be able to get off a Stormbolt. No, he healed himself with a Death Pact there. He has level 1 Unholy Aura and Death Pact, sacrificing one of his own units in order to stay alive. Now Siphon mana away from the Lich. Lich is now down to 35 mana. Not enough for perhaps one more Frost Armor, but that is not looking good, as it cannot lay down any Frost Novas for any fleeing units. Alright, Siphon mana back into that Mountain King. Mountain King loving the extra mana, being able to throw Storm Bolts left and right. And here we go. We might see another Siphon mana coming in once more. Quick cast of the Frost Armor to make sure. But down goes another unit there as the Mountain King.
That is some effective sucking.
Yeah, some effective sucking by that Blood Mage. That Blood Mage sucks just very well. You're going to see that the Blood Mage is down to 69 hit points. He should perhaps just go back to his army, and there you go. Another round of healing coming in once more.
Very nice.
All right, Mountain King coming back around. You're going to see another Stormbolt from that Mountain King. The Mountain King just taking down units. And that Mountain King is actually slowly waking its way to level 6. If it does get to level 6, we may actually see Avatar, which means that...
the last Airbender.
No, not even the Legend of Korra.
Oh.
Okay, he turns into like this giant metal statue.
Oh, that that would be so cool. Come on, Sandan, let's see you do it.
All right, Samdan does have an expansion over here at the 3 o'clock position after he cleared it out. So Samdan does have a strong economic advantage. These are the Spellbreakers.
Oh.
All right.
They break spells?
Yeah, they're immune to magic. Yeah, they're immune to magic, and they can also steal spells.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so they can steal the frost armor of the Lich. I think if you have to manually cast it. All right, let's see. Coming back over here, the Death Knight sitting at level 4 now does have a sacrificial skull once more, battling it out again. A ghoul in the front, a very, very risky ghoul as a footman does get taken down. Death Knight sitting at level 4.
Junkie.
Yeah, Lich sitting at level 3. I don't know if ghouls have adrenaline, but if that's a perfect example there. Oh, there you go. Is it going to be enough? Yes, the Blood Mage gets taken down at level 2. The Mountain King is going to be very, very in a very good position. If he can get off a Stormbolt, will it be able to chase? No, the Obsidian statue is now also low on hit points. Spellbreakers going after the Obsidian statues. We are going to get some feedback damage. Another statue is going to crumble there. Is it going to crumble? Wow, able to barely escape with the Mountain King and able to finally get off a hit there as the Spellbreakers do have a bit of range. The Death Knight, oh, the Crypt Fiend does get taken down. Both sides battling it out still. And you're seeing just constant bashing as the Mountain King's trying to get to level 6 very quickly. The Crypt Fiend is burrowed and able to regenerate hit points a little bit more effectively as we're going to see another chase. Level 4, level 3 versus level 5 and level 2 on that Blood Mage who is still currently being resurrected. We are upgrading the castle, and with that we may see a Paladin come out, but right now what we're seeing is that Samdan's expansion is getting pressured very, very heavily, but this time without meat wagons, and without the meat wagons I don't know how much damage can be done, especially with the guard towers in a much better position.
Yeah, I see them now. Man, all I have to say is this is one heck of a long game. My eyes are kind of glazing over. I thought it would be only 15 minutes. I swear this is like, I don't know how long it's been.
All right, do you need one of the longest games I cast an hour-long StarCraft game yesterday, and the longest WarCraft 3 game I've ever cast is an hour and a half.
Oh, he's dead. There, a footman just got killed by...
That was a peasant.
Oh, skeletal warriors.
Yeah, skeletal warriors. So the little rod of necromancy doing its job.
As soon as you get rid of all those little peons, they can just take down the buildings.
Yep.
What do you think is winning?
Right now, I don't know. Both sides are in a really, really good position. Both heroes are alive. Let's take a look. Supply-wise, we are at 51 to 52, so we're even in terms of armies. But we're going to see a Scroll of Town portal come in, and things can go bad really fast. And
yes!
Here you go, teleporting straight up on top of all of this. And what is going down? Siphon mana as the Death Knight taking a lot of damage. And an anti-magic shell preventing any attacks. And down goes the Blood Mage, I believe, at level 2 once again. And the Mountain King, where is that Mountain King? There it is, the Mountain King sitting at level 6 now, but he doesn't have enough mana to actually go into the Avatar. The peasants are actually trying to repair, almost blocking him out, and Xiokia...
there was one that died right there, and now there's this one.
Yeah, another meat wagon still trying to pressure in over here. Spellbreaker's coming back in, gonna take down some more Crypt Fiends. And although, the army right now of Sandan is much stronger as the Mountain King is in Avatar state. So the Avatar, he's not gonna be able to absorb any damage there or absorb any spells at all. And he also has bonus damage as well. Wow, I think this is the last time Leo's ever gonna request a dual cast for a while. Paladin is now out as well. Gonna be able to keep that Avatar up and running. Now at 965 hit points, and still has a potion of mana. Should be able to throw off a Stormbolt in just a second. There is no more Banshees, so there is the Stormbolt onto the Lich. The Death Knight now getting surrounded, but I believe was that? The Paladin got taken down, but I believe the level 5 Death Knight's gonna get taken down. Now Stormbolt, Death Knight, and now another surround on the Lich, and there is the GG by Kai as Samdan takes the game. A good back and forth game there.
Wow, resource score, Sandan totally killed him. Total score, Sandan did pretty well. But that was a really long game. It was 23 minutes long!
Yeah?
Okay, so what do you think Xiokia could have done differently?
Well, Xiokia did a good job trying to deny a lot of the experience, but I really think that Undead players, they really need to be able to get into that Black Citadel and get that Orb of Corruption. The reason is Orb of Corruption removes 5 armor. So whenever you can remove 5 armor from a unit, it's almost like they take an additional 30% damage. Ooh. So that damage adds up over time. So like losing 5 armor is a really significant amount.
Okay. I would have just said he needed to creep more and do less harassment.
Well, that's actually the style of Undead right now.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, where Undead, like you saw him use that death coil and he stole a lot of creeps. I was actually surprised that Xiaokai actually got his Death Knight to level 2 that early. I've seen Undead players, they're completely behind in terms of hero levels. Their opponent is level 3, level 2, and the Death Knight and the Lich are both at level 1. But at that point, the Undead player normally is at tier 3 at Black Citadel, has destroyers, and they're able to all of a sudden creep out the very, very difficult creep camps. And if they're able to creep out the difficult creep camps, they get better items and they get experience much more quickly.
I'm sorry. I totally dazed out.
Alright, so Honey, my wife, doesn't even listen to me.
I do.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I am an avatar. La 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 la. I am an avatar made out of iron. You can't hurt me.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you guys on Battle.net, and I guarantee you, you will never see Honey on Battle.net.